Is it done? Has the...
He's dead. I hope you can find some measure of peace.
The peace I sought was not for me. With his death avenged, Vaclav's soul will find its way to the river. There exists a debt between us now, Legionnaire. One of blood and kin. What can an old woman do to repay such a debt?
I need to know where I can find Lazar Basili.
Ah, Lazar. Haven't seen him since the Lascanzi arrived. He may be dead, but Grigori would know for certain. Those two are thick as thieves.
Killing a man is not worthy of reward, even a cur such as Boris. Keep your belongings, Ludmilla.
Such nobility in these troubled times? I'll not argue with your choosing, but know this. Ludmilla will always consider you as kin.
I must go.
Farewell.
I'm sorry to hear about the attack on the Montbaron estate. My father spoke highly of the family.
News of your deed spread quickly throughout the town. Perhaps the Legion is not as feeble as the Lascanzi would have us believe. I know you've been asking about Lazar. It turns out he had some correspondence with a rather elusive Legionnaire, someone called Odo. That did not sit well with the woman who hired the Lascanzi. She locked poor Lazar in one of the holding cells beneath the town hall.
The town hall? And where is that?
It is in the upper part of town, but you'll not be able to reach it. The Lascanzi have fortified the upper town, and they are letting no one inside.
How do you know about this alleged correspondence with the Legion?
I wrote most of the letters myself. I have been Lazar's clerk for almost 20 years now.
The Legion doesn't abandon its allies. Lazar will have his freedom.
If you truly mean to save Lazar, I am at your service. What would you have me do?
Carry a message to Odo in the old Legion chapter house. Tell him what's happened to Lazar.
If it will aid my friend, I shall do as you ask. You'd best be off before any Lascanzi brigands spot us conspiring against them.
You're still alive? Maybe you're tougher than you look. Is the lousy beast dead?
It's dead. Here's one of its teeth.
Well, call me a Krug-loving mule. I can't believe it. I'm guessing you'll be wanting that reward, then.
You obviously need the coin, Jakob. I only ask you speak kindly of the Legion in the future.
Truly? Maybe you Legionnaires aren't so bad after all. You and me should go fishing sometime.
I'll leave you to your work.
Right. See you around.
Oh, good, you've come. I was beginning to fear my sister was too late, and you were killed or taken by the others.
I was told you had some information that would be useful.
Straight to business, then? As you wish. You weren't the only one who escaped the slaughter at the estate, but the others were soon recaptured or slain.
The Laskanzi took prisoners? Where are they being held?
In this very cave. At least one is still alive, maybe more. I offer you this. A key that will open the prisoners' cages. If you hurry, they might still be saved.
What are the Laskanzi planning to do with the prisoners?
They'll be held here until the witches have prepared their rituals. Then they will be... questioned.
They'll be tortured for information, you mean?
Perhaps that is how your people question their captives. We Laskanzi are more direct. The witches will prepare a sacred fire, into which the captives will be thrown. At the moment of death, their souls will be snared by magic.
I won't allow that to happen.
Then perhaps you should accept my offer, instead of standing about asking questions,
I need to know more about you before I agree to this. How can I trust you?
I have not lured you into a trap. Is that not evidence of my good intent? But if you insist, my name is Leona, and I have goals that are not shared by my kinsman. Is that sufficient? Or shall we dicker about as the flames grow hot?
Very well. I'll accept your gift. And if it turns out to be genuine, you'll have my thanks.
I am pleased to see I was right about you. Go now. It would be better if I were elsewhere. Perhaps we'll speak again after this affair is finished.
It seems the Dark Sister smiles on us. She has brought the last of the wayward children to us. Release your prisoners and leave in peace, and I'll spare your lives. Ha! You are a bold one, but I'm afraid not. I fear my employer far more than I fear you, little Legionnaire. But now that you are here, you have saved us the trouble of hunting you down.
Thank you. Are you a Legionnaire too? I knew there must be a few of us left. Wasn't sure you'd find me here, though. At least not in time.
What was that witch planning to do to you?
I don't know. At first I thought she was going to question me. I told her she wouldn't get any secrets out of me, but she just laughed. And then she and her friends lit that bonfire. If you hadn't gotten here when you did, I think she meant to burn me alive.
Do you know if anyone else made it out of the estate?
Just the man in the other cage. We haven't had the chance to speak much.
How did you end up here?
I got captured at the estate. When the others ran, I stayed behind to protect some injured men. I killed a few mercenaries, but they must have knocked me out and carried me here.
That was a noble sacrifice you made. You might have been killed.
Yes, well, someone had to do it.
So you're descended from the old Legion too?
Yes. My name's Armand Dublanc, grandson of Crespin Dublanc. He died in Stonebridge 30 years ago before I was born. Our family had an estate in the farmlands, south of the city. We hid there for a long time, but Jane Cassinda found us. She killed my parents, my brother and sister too. I was the only one who got out.
We need to get you out of here. You should be safe to head back to the chapter house.
Guess I owe you one. All right, I'll meet you at the chapter house. And be careful.
Help! Over here! Is it true? You're with the Legion? After what they told me, I feared I might be the last. But were you at the estate? How did you get out?
Giscard survived as well. Neither of us would have gotten out alone.
Good old Martin. His father died with mine in the Mournweald. If we live through this, and rebuild the Legion, he'd make a fine Grandmaster.
What else do you know about Giscard?
He fought in the wars. Doesn't talk about it much. I'm not even sure which side he took, but it must have been the Royals. Surely not the Church, or the mockery it's become in the hands of Jane Cassinda.
Are you from a Legion family?
Sorry, I should have introduced myself properly. I'm Lucas, Montbaron.
You're the son of Hugh Montbaron? So the estate that burned down, that was yours?
My family's estate, not mine. I had no love for that place. No real memories of it either. Better that it's gone. We ought to put that part of our past behind us.
It sounds like you missed the gathering too. Tell me what happened.
I arrived late. Some sort of trouble's brewing in the south. Another battle between Jane Cassinda and the Royals, I expect. Delayed me a bit. When I got to Raven's Rill, the Lascanzi were already here. I didn't really plan on raising a fuss, thought I'd just head for the estate. Then I caught sight of a man fleeing the town, with his little boy in tow. They didn't even see the Lascanzi behind them.
The Legion was sworn to protect the people of Ebb, even at grave personal risk.
I can practically hear Odo gnashing his teeth. Another idealist. Now I've got two of them. Anyway, idealism saved my life. If I hadn't helped that man and his child, I probably would have died at the estate with all the rest.
Odo and Martin are waiting. They sent me to find survivors.
I knew Odo would get out alive. The old man's a survivor, I'll give him that. But lead on. I'll follow close.
Well, you certainly handled that with more aplomb than I expected. Bravo, my dear. Now then, since you've accomplished your goals, I wonder if you wouldn't be willing to do me a favor.
How did I know you were going to want something out of me?
Oh, come now, darling. After all I did for you, you can certainly spare a little time to help dear Leona. I have come into possession of a key that opens the gates of Gunderic Manor. I need a bright, clever girl to go in ahead of me and make it safe. So naturally, I thought of you, my dear.
I want to know more about the manor first.
Gunderic Manor was where the Legion trained its mages. They are all long dead, of course, and the house abandoned, but it may still prove useful.
You already have the key. What do you need from me?
Gunderic Manor is abandoned, but it is not empty. Lord Gunderic and his dead servants still roam the halls, slaying any who intrude. My arts give me some little power over the dead, but not that much. I need the manor to be cleared before I take possession.
Can you tell me anything about Lord Gunderic?
Little enough. He trained many of the Legion's mages. But Lord Stefan himself was as much warrior as scholar. When the Legion made its final stand, Stefan did not stand with them. He remained within his manor, with his family and his most trusted students. Some say that cowardice damned him. Others that he tried to enact a terrible spell to end the war then and there. Tried and failed.
All right. Give me the key. I'll go look into it.
Wonderful. Such generosity deserves an immediate reward, so I'll tell you what I know of those who hunt you. The attack on the Montbarren estate. Liscanzi mercenaries did the bulk of the fighting, but their leader was a woman named Rejani.
That's not much to go on. Can you tell me anything about her?
I do not know who she is, or perhaps what she is more apropos, but she has great wealth behind her. She hired half the Lescanzi clans in southern Ebb and marched them here to stop you, to stop the Legion from being reborn. You might be interested to learn that she has bivouacked herself in the town hall. If you desire vengeance, that is where you should go.
I appreciate your candor. That information will be very useful.
Information is only the barest glimpse of what I offer. Ours could be a very profitable friendship, if you give me Gondorek Manor. Here then, take the key. I will see you again after the manor's current residents have been evicted. That door leads back to the forest. May the Dark Sister go with you, and the faithful Hound guard your path.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for trusting me, in spite of my Lescanzi blood.
Where will you go now?
I will return to my family. My sister still has many plans that will require my distinctive talents. I do hope to see you again soon, but for now, The mercenaries are returning from Raven's Rill. They are looking for you, I think.
Will you help me fight them?
No. If they see me here, they will know that Leona has betrayed them. Faithful Hound protect you, and perhaps we shall meet again.
Well, this is a cheery place.